Hello, boys and girls. We are continuing our unit in perimeter, where we're going to be talking about a new topic underneath this unit. So, what we're going to do for the first part is we're just going to review what we already know. All right, so we already know how to find the area of an object, which is multiplying the length times the width. Or if it has like a grid inside of it, then you can just count the squares. So the perimeter is the distance around an object. And you might need to find the perimeter when a question is asking you about a fence or border around a wall or something like that, because whenever you need to find the distance around something, you're going to be using perimeter. And we find the perimeter by adding up all the sides. So if you have a shape that looks like this, you're going to trace your mouse or your pencil, if you have it in front of you, around each part of the shape. You're not counting these boxes. We're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're tracing your mouse from here to here, that's 1. From here to here, that's 2. And then when you get to a corner, from here to here, you're just going to go down. Or you're just going to add up all the sides if it looks like this. Same thing here. Perimeter is the distance around an object, and area is the amount of space inside an object. Okay, so we talked about on Wednesday that yes, we can add up all the sides to find the perimeter. So let's go ahead and find the perimeter of this shape right here. So first we have 10 plus 15, that's 25, plus 8 is 33, and then plus 17, that's 50. So the perimeter of this shape is 50 feet. But if you have a common shape like a rectangle or a square where you know that opposite sides are equal to each other, then you don't need to know all the sides. So for this shape, if this length is 9 meters, I know that this side is also 9 meters. So I'm going to go ahead and add those two up together. 9 plus 9 equals 18. I know that this side is 5 meters and opposite sides are the same length in this parallelogram. So I know that if this is 5 meters, this is also 5 meters, which is 10. So 18 plus 10 is 28. So I know the perimeter of both of these shapes. All right, let's go ahead and watch the visual learning video.
How can you find an unknown side length from the perimeter? Let's look at an example. Lilia is making a decoration out of straws and cloth with lace around the outside. Lilia has 22 inches of lace. How long should she cut the fourth straw to use all of the lace? Lilia needs to find the length that will give the shape a perimeter of 22 inches. What lengths does she know?
Okay, well, the reason that she needs to find a shape that has the perimeter of 22 is because that's how much lace she has. And it tells us that Lilia has 22 inches of lace. It's telling us the total perimeter is 22. We know that this side is 6 inches, we know that this side is 8 inches, and we know that this side is 4 inches. We do not know this one. That's why it has an X.
The lengths of 3 sides are given: 6 inches, 4 inches, and 8 inches. What does X inches represent?
Select your answer.
Okay, well, our two options are length of the lace or the unknown side. Well, the length of the lace, again, is right here. It's 22 inches. So that is not what this X is representing. The X is representing the unknown side. Yay.
It represents the unknown length in inches. To solve the problem, draw a bar diagram and write an equation. You know the lengths of 3 of the sides, 8 inches, 6 inches, and 4 inches. Let x equal the length of the missing side. The perimeter of the shape is 22 inches.
This is just one way to do it. If you feel comfortable using bar diagrams, go for it. We're going to go over another way to do it too. Okay, so begin with an empty bar diagram. You know that the total is 22 inches. The first side is 8 inches. Enter 8 into the bar diagram. Okay, the next side is 6 inches long, so enter 6 in the bar diagram. The third side is 4 inches, so enter 4 into the bar diagram. And the length of the last side is unknown. Enter the x into the bar diagram.
You can add 8 plus 6 plus 4 in the equation. So 18 plus x equals 22. To solve, think 18 plus what equals 22. Use reasoning to think of the number that when added to 18 equals 22. What number is that? 18 plus 4 equals 22, so x equals 4. So the fourth side should be 4 inches long.
There is another way you can find the answer.
You can also use subtraction to find 22 minus 18 equals 4. Now you know how to find an unknown side length from the perimeter.
Okay, and I actually prefer to use the subtraction because I think it's easier, so that's the way that I'm going to go over in the next slide, but you can use the bar diagram option if that's what works for you. Okay, so finding the unknown side. So before you can do this strategy or, work on a problem like this, you need to know the total perimeter before you can find any missing length. So like in the last example, we knew that our total perimeter had to be 22 inches. You need to know this before you can start working. So the next thing you're going to do is add up all of the sides that you do know. So we had a 4, we had an 8, and we had a 6. So we had to add up all of those numbers together because those are the ones that we did know. And we got 18. Subtract that from the total perimeter. So you're going to subtract all the numbers that you do know minus the total perimeter that the problem gives you. So it gave us 22. We added up all the sides and got 18. We're going to subtract 22 minus 18. So then we have that our missing side is 4. Now what you're going to do is you're going to add all of those up together and make sure that it gets 22 because you want to make sure that your missing side plus all the sides that you do know equals the perimeter. So we're going to do a couple together. Okay, so let's look at the orange triangle right here. It says perimeter, 30 centimeters. So I need all 3 of those sides to equal up to 30 when I add them together. Let's add the ones that we do know. So I know 8 centimeters, and I know 12 centimeters. And 12 plus 8 equals 20. So now that I know that these two together equal 20, I'm going to subtract 20 from my total perimeter, which is 30. 30 minus 20 equals 10. So my missing side is equal to 10. Now, I'm going to add all of those up together and see if it equals 30. So I'm going to add 8 plus 12 plus 10 just to double check. 8 plus 12 equals 20 plus 10 equals 30. So it equals my perimeter that the problem gave me, which means I am correct. Okay, let's go ahead and do this pentagon, this green pentagon shape. So the perimeter that they're giving me is 25. Now I have to add up all the sides that I do know, which is 4 plus 4, which equals 8, plus 7 So I'm at 15 plus 7. So now I'm at 22, and then this is my missing side. Instead of it being represented by an X, it's being represented by an S, which is fine. It's still just a missing side. They just use a different letter. So all the sides added up together that I already know equal up to 22 feet. So now I'm going to take 22 and I'm going to subtract it by the perimeter, which is 25. And 25 minus 22 is 3, which means this unknown side equals 3 feet. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add all of those numbers up together and make sure that they equal 25. So we'll start with the 3, and then we'll go this way. So 3 plus 7 plus 4 plus another 4. I'm at 18 so far. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18, and now I'm going to add this other 7. And I get 25. So that means I did it correct. My unknown side is 3. Okay, last one. We have another triangle. This unknown side is the letter N, as in Nicole, but it's still an unknown side, and we're just going to solve for it the same way. So they do give us the perimeter. The perimeter they're giving us is 24 inches. So I'm going to add up the sides that I do know, which is 6 inches and 8 inches. And those two sides together equal 14. So now I need to take 14 and I need to subtract it by 24. And I'm going to get 10, which means that this unknown side is equal to 10 inches. But just to double check, I'm going to add up all 3 of the sides to make sure they equal 24. So I'm going to start with 10 plus 8 is 18 plus 6, which equals 24. So I did it right. The unknown side is 10 inches. All right, you guys are going to go ahead and work on your exit ticket. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the secret word. Today is a special day. I don't know if you guys know this. Actually, this whole week is special. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So the secret word of the day is going to be teacher. Teacher. Bye, guys.